What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm just gonna jump right into it. The first official trailer for Wonder Woman 1984, whatever, is out. If you have not seen it yet, go watch it. It is on the Warner Brothers official YouTube page. It's all over Twitter. Watch it, watch it, watch it. Loving the trailer. I'm not gonna do a trailer reaction. I've already watched it. I was watching it during the live stream on Twitter, and then I watched it again on the official Warner Brothers page on YouTube. And I'm just gonna give a rundown, a review of it, my thoughts on it. Probably gonna be watching it like a lot today. I've already given a couple thoughts on Twitter after watching it, but love it. So excited for this movie. It comes out June 5th, so this summer. Amazing. I just, like, all kinds of things are going through my mind right now. I watched the live stream of Patty Jenkins and Wonder Woman Gal Gadot talking about the movie, answering some questions. They released some character posters, which I'll show in a minute as well. But by far some of my favorite parts of the trailer, one of the parts we saw yesterday in the teaser that came out, Diana, Wonder Woman, is swinging on her lasso from lightning bolt to lightning bolt, which is absolutely amazing. There's a bunch of speculation on where the lightning's coming from. I don't think it's Zeus. They already established in the first Wonder Woman movie that he defeated all the gods, including Zeus, long before Diana was, that's the story that her mom was telling her. So I don't think it's Zeus. Some people are speculating that it's the Shazam wizard. I think it could be Diana herself. I don't know. We don't know. Could have something to do with one of the villains. Who knows? I don't know. But anyway, love that part. Also, the very end when we're getting the golden eagle suit. Beautiful, amazing. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Favorite part of the trailer. Now, we do get to see Steve Trevor quite a bit in the trailer. We knew a long time ago that he was going to be in the movie. We don't know how or why yet, but Patty Jenkins did touch on it a little bit. She did mention that it's not a gimmick. It's not, sorry, I'm outside and something's flying in my face. She said that they didn't put him in the movie just to put him in the movie. They realized that people loved his character and his ending, and you don't want to take away or ruin that. And so she did mention it's not a gimmick. It was important and it makes sense with the story, is basically what she said. So, and she said that they already knew when they were making the story for the first one that they were going to want him in the second one as well, even though they knew what kind of ending he was going to have in the first one. So I'm trusting what she says about that. She promises not just to throw him in there because people like him, but he is important and makes sense for the story. So we don't know how or why, because we won't really know that until the movie. They're not going to spoil. That's a pretty big thing to spoil, so I don't expect to really get too much of that in future trailers either, because that's something you'd want to save for the movie. That's a pretty big aspect for the plot that you don't want to ruin or spoil. So, but we do get to see in the trailer, we do get to see Barbara Minerva, Kristen Wiig's playing her, but we don't see her as Cheetah. We just see her as Barbara Minerva. It's come to our understanding that her and oh my god, I always say the wrong name when I'm talking about her. Her and Diana do start out as friends. And Maxwell Lord we also get to see him, played by Pedro Pascal, another new character in this movie. So, I don't know. My theory is that Maxwell Lord is the bigger villain in the movie, and then Cheetah kind of becomes like another villain based on the better life thing that Maxwell Lord is selling to people in the movie. I think that those are connected somehow. But I don't know, it could be totally wrong. Usually our fan theories about some of this stuff is like way off base, but anyway, there are some character posters of Steve Trevor, Barbara Minerva, Pedro Pascal, that is Maxwell Lord. Yeah, so there's a few character posters. Now, Barbara Minerva, she's kind of in cheetah clothing in this poster, but she's not the character Cheetah. They don't want to show that just yet. It's too soon, it's too early, you want to ruin that. But another interesting thing that they talked about in their before they showed the trailer was Patty Jenkins mentioned that someone had asked if the effects, for Cheetah, was she mostly CGI? Was she mostly practical? A little bit of both. She did say that they tried as much as they could to use practical effects in the movie, and then use the help from CGI when they need it. So that's pretty interesting to know. I do like that. I like that they tried to go that route. They also mentioned that even though it's set, roughly 40 years from when the first one was, Patty Jenkins also explained that it was not hard to connect the two movies because the first one was very much its own story, and the second one now is very much its own story as well. And it shows a nice progression of Diana from the first one to the second one. Of course, the first one's different because that's her origin story. So, that's always going to be a different thing from sequels after that. But she said that they picked the 80s because Wonder Woman is very much synonymous with that time period, but it still puts her, in a modern day type of world where, industrial things were very much at a rise, what she was saying, the industrial world. So I am so very interested to see this movie. I love the first one. I love Gal Gadot. I love Chris Pine as Steve Trevor. I'm still slightly on the fence about Kristen Wiig as a villain, but Patty Jenkins kind of convinced me a little bit to be more on the optimistic side for her. She said that she's very good at playing both ends of the spectrum, kind of like, funny and quirky, and then she's also going to be a villain. So I just personally have never really seen Kristen Wiig in a more serious role, so maybe that's why I'm slightly skeptical about it. But the casting for all these DC movies has been on point, so I'm not, I just want to see her a little bit as Cheetah. But of course, that's gonna be probably like, when we get much closer to the movie, the final trailers, they'll maybe show more of that. But I was actually surprised to see that they showed the golden eagle costume in the first trailer, the golden eagle suit. But I am mad at it. I'm not. It's gorgeous. It's amazing. I can't wait to see more. Of course, people are giving lots of praise to like the slow-mo shots that kind of give some, references to Zack Snyder and things of that nature. His production company is credited for this movie. Of course, he's still very much involved. Speaking of Zack Snyder, there's a little video I watched really quick before making this video of Gal Gadot being asked about the Snyder Cut. Has she seen it? Does she want to see it, etc.? She said that she has not, but that, she's mentioned that the movie suffered from very unfortunate circumstances, that she very much would want to see the finished cut, and that she hopes one day we all get to see it as well. So since this Comic-Con is going on in Sao Paulo, the CCXP, at the Warner Brothers panel, or whatever, they're not going to allow phones and things, so we're expecting to hear announcements for next year for Warner Brothers and HBO Max News, supposedly. That's what we're expecting. So I'm sure as the day goes on, we'll get more and more of that on Twitter and social media. Some people are expecting that maybe they might adjust the Snyder Cut since this is a big Comic-Con, but I'm not going to get my hopes up about that. We shall see what comes of it. And that also, Matt Reeves said in a video that he will be bringing the Batman to next year's CCXP. So that is pretty exciting news in my opinion. And so yeah, I just wanted to get my thoughts. Go watch the Wonder Woman 84 trailer. It's amazing. Her lasso work is awesome. Yeah, I'm going to keep watching it. So enjoy it. And thanks for watching, guys. Release the Snyder Cut. And have a good rest of your weekend.